Hi, how would you like to make some really healthy dill pickles? Just one jar at a time. Welcome back to my channel. I am Kathy Skinner and I love to help people to reduce their toxic load so that they can live healthier, happier, younger, longer. And one of the ways to do it is by maybe making some of your own food. And in this video, I am going to talk about what the difference is between a healthier dill pickle and I'm going to show you an easy way to do it when you can just use them out of your garden or from the farmer's market, just one jar at a time. All right, so let's get going. And be sure to hit the subscribe button below so that you can get more tips and you don't miss out on anything that's coming up that can help you to live healthier, happier, younger, longer. All right, let's get started. So what you're going to want to do is you want to have a cucumber, obviously, and I usually get 2 from my garden. Now, if you don't get them from your garden, then you might want to go to a farmer's market. If that's not an option for you, then be sure to get organic ones, all right? We're looking to reduce our toxic load, so organic is much better and healthier. All right, what I do is I wash them off. I keep them in the crisper drawer because I want to keep them cold. I slice off both the ends and then I slice them up. And I like to slice them into, quarters or even smaller. Some people like to, put them into, circles or kind of things. If you keep them whole or bigger, then just know it's going to take longer for the fermenting process. And this is where it makes it healthier, is we are not actually going to can these at all. We are going to ferment these pickles. And what that does is it helps to retain all the enzymes in them. And when you're retaining the enzymes, then what it does is it helps you to have I've got some more already chopped up here because you want to pack it full, your jar. You're going to want a jar that's going to hold about 2 cups of water and maybe a little more, so you want to have a quart. You want to pack them in good. But what happens as we age is our body isn't able to produce the enzymes as well as it was before. And the enzymes help your body to absorb the nutrients from the food that you have. So it's really important to be able to eat as much fresh food as possible or fermented food because it hasn't been basically killed off. Anything that has a temperature over 118 degrees, most of the enzymes get killed off so that you're not getting the full benefit. All right, so what else are we going to put into our jar here is our cucumbers. We also want to add some garlic. So I like garlic, so I put in a little extra. Usually 2 cloves is what most people do. And we also would like to have, if you can get it, you want to get the dill weed with the flowers. And so you want to shove a couple of those in. If you can't find them, then the next best thing is just to get fresh dill weed, if that's possible. Most markets have fresh dill weed. And also, that could, maybe it's not an option for you, so you could use essential oil as long as ingestible, dill essential oil. I usually use just 1 drop is all you need if you're going to use an essential oil. If you're going to use dried, your last option of dill, then just put in like a half a teaspoon. If you want it more dilly, then you can always add it. But try, less at the beginning, and then the next time you make it, if you want it more, you can always add more. All right, the next thing we're going to have is some coriander seed and peppercorns. So 1/2 teaspoon of coriander seeds and 1/4 teaspoon of peppercorns and mustard seed. So I need to get my coriander seeds out here. And the next thing we want is some red pepper flakes. So whatever you have on hand, I just usually do a pinch of it, you know, just a pinch. That works. It's about, say, 1/8 of a teaspoon is what it ends up being. Okay, so you can see they're packed in there pretty good. Now all we need is 1 tablespoon of salt. So I have a tablespoon of salt, and we want to put it into 2 cups of water. So I have my water here, and I like to stir it around a little, help it dissolve before I even pour it in. You don't have to do this, but that's what I do. We're going to want to leave a little bit of a space at the top, but everything needs to be suppressed. Now you can see I didn't get enough water in there, so I'm going to add a little bit more water. So I put a cup more into my measuring cup, which means I'm going to put a 1/2 tablespoon more of salt in because I want to keep that ratio right, and stir it around. We need to have all the cucumbers pressed down underneath the water. But I'm only filling it up to here. And then what I'm going to do is, because we want to keep it submerged, my stuff's pretty tight, so it's staying pretty submerged. But what you can do is use an onion, a piece of an onion, or like I had this onion from my garden. So I'm just doing that on it. Put a lid on it. I'm done. So what we're going to do is let it sit on the counter for 3 days. And after 3 days, I'm going to open it up, take a taste of one, and see if it is the way I want it. And if it is, then I will put it directly into the refrigerator. If it's not, then I'll let it sit out for another day or two. I'll keep testing it day after day. So you don't want to let it sit out too long, because then what's going to happen is going to lose its crispiness. And oh, I almost forgot one more thing. I don't have fresh raspberry or grape leaves or blackberry or cherry leaves, but if you do, then add those in, and that will also help with the keeping it crispier. So just a little tidbit for you. I'm hoping that you enjoyed getting this, and knowing that you are going to help your body, because it is going to be more fermented. It's going to be much healthier for your gut, and it's going to taste wonderful. And you can just do it with, I just had a couple of cucumbers on my vine and they're ready to go. So here we are. All right. So there you have it. I look forward to seeing you next time. And don't forget, hit subscribe. That way you can be aware of each time I put up a new video. Bye-bye.